So here we are in Mr. Cole's kitchen, but it's my kitchen as well, isn't it?
It's your kitchen, I cook in it. That's basically what it's about.
I cook in it too. And tonight we're just going to do a quick fun video and we're going to do the husband and wife tag. Yeah, we'll have to do a Mr. Cole Cooks kitchen tour.
Wait, you wait for that one and we'll to show you the whole thing.
Anyway, we've got to do these questions.
Question number 1.
Where did we first meet?
I think it was on a walk. I think it was in New Year's Day or New Year's Eve. It was like snowy day. Yeah. New Year's Day, and it was a place called St Margaret's Mount, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we were on this
beautiful place on a hill with a bunch of friends.
Yeah.
And I think you were at university and I was at uni, but you'd just come back because you lived in the town. And hey, who's this?
And one of our close friends, years later, said, "I've got a photograph of the first time that you met."
We spoke the first time, and we was.
I'll slot it in here so we see that. So that was quite fun. What was our first date? I think we did lots of
Chinese meals somewhere. I think everyone for Chinese in those days.
But we did lots of going out with a group of friends. But I think we were both kind of like going, we want to see each other more, and organising groups of friends. And it could have been
to a burger restaurant, I don't know, or a Chinese.
I do remember on our first or second date, you said something like, "Now, if you know now you can't marry me, let's not mess around."
Next question, come on.
Straight to the point. So we knew where we stood, didn't we? We're not going to do the next question. If you all know the husband and wife tag, you'll know what it is, but we're going to skip it. Did you know I was the one?
Number 2 it was actually. But then, you know, it was clear that there was a very strong connection. And
yeah, but you know the saying, gentlemen love blondes but marry brunettes.
I didn't say anything. I wasn't going to give anything away, but it was like a voyage of discovery, and we just knew that we were right for each other.
Yeah, we did.
And then of course we knew we knew you were the one, I was the one, because you got married.
Yeah, I think we knew by the second or third date that it was the one, but we weren't kind of like.
It's a bit scary when you're sort of a youth, you know. I was still at college, and I was going, what? I'm only 19.
We knew that there was still more to find out about each other, so we kind of made the right journey, didn't we?
Yeah.
I think so. What was your first impression of me?
I'm trying to think.
I thought you were very young. Because in those days, everybody thought I was way older than you. I am older than you, but only 8 months.
First impression.
Now it's the other way around. Everybody thinks that he's older than me.
I think I found you just a really, really interesting person.
Oh.
My first conversation, I'm thinking back now, was just like, wow, you know, I hadn't met Liz before, now I'm, you know, talking to her, met her, and she's really interesting, intelligent, lots to talk about, and just a great, honest kind of person, and very beautiful too.
Thank you. Oh, that's nice. When did we first meet the family? I came back to your parents at Easter, didn't I?
Was it? Mm-hmm.
We started going out in something like February, and then by April, I was...
Meet the family, just get the approval or...
I think you pretty much met my family straight away because we lived locally.
This is true.
Do we have a tradition?
Do we have a tradition?
I don't think we have a personal tradition, but we keep up with traditions like celebrating Christmas, we go on holiday. Well, we go to the same place on holiday a lot, don't we?
Yeah.
So I guess that's a tradition.
Yeah, we have lots of traditions, like planning to the last minute, i.e. we don't go on holiday and plan it months and months and months in advance. We do it like the week before. That's a tradition. We're always late. No, it's tradition. We're always sort of late in taking down the Christmas decorations. That's our tradition. We love doing things at the spur of the moment, about living.
We're very free and easy.
Some of habits or some of traditions, I'm not quite sure.
When was our first road trip?
Liz was a great person to know when I was first hanging around with her and mates and my mates, because she had a car. So my first road trip was as a passenger in Liz's Morris Marina, I believe. Actually, I think it was your dad's car. But it was quite
They gave it to us when we got engaged.
They did actually, became our car, but I would always jump in as a passenger and ask Liz for a lift.
If we were somewhere.
After somewhere event, I'd say, Liz, can you give me a lift home? And that was my sort of way of, you know, getting a bit of sort of time alone with Liz. Yeah, and then the real one was actually probably not only just on a wedding day when we just drove down to the West Country to Bath. It was too much to do.
Scotland.
We then drove to Scotland.
That was a road trip. We drove around there. But
Scotland was a proper one, okay? Scotland.
But the most memorable one was the next year to the south of France, and it was a kind of a road trip because we took our bikes on the train, didn't we? And then we cycled.
We did. We
cycled
on the road, so it was no car.
That was a really fun holiday.
That was.
It? And then that's when we started going back to that place regularly, didn't we? Right, what's next? What do we argue about the most? Probably nothing.
No, I think decor.
Oh yeah.
Decor.
But we don't so much now, do we?
No, I think we've just given up arguing. It's just too much hassle. But we used to have a lot of conflict with colours of things because I'm very creative. Liz is creative. I know I should just let Liz decide everything in the house.
But, no, just some things.
But we so there's conflict there. Anyway, that'll do.
That has been the biggest one. We don't argue about map reading.
Cooking.
Because I'm good at map reading.
Cooking sometimes. Who's cooking? I don't know. You're cooking. No, I'm cooking. Stop interfering. And a bit of conflict there.
I think
because we're very similar in many ways, I think.
But as we've got older...
And I don't just sit and read a newspaper and smoke a pipe and wear slippers.
Who does nowadays?
So...
But I think as we've got older, we just can't be bothered arguing anymore, can we?
No.
Who wears the trousers in your relationship?
If you have a look, we're both wearing trousers. I like your jeans. I think we sort of like share the trousers.
We talk things out until we kind of agree together.
I suppose you want me to be responsible and I want to be irresponsible. So sort of like shoulder things. And
Somebody's
I think
got to be the bottom line.
Somebody has to be, and I.
But if I disagree with the direction we're going with something, I will communicate that clearly to you.
She is very strong-willed, strong-minded, opinionated.
I think we communicate well about stuff and talk it through.
Yeah, we thrash a lot of things out. But
if I'm sitting in front of the TV, what am I watching? I don't think I watch TV anymore.
TV is finished.
You watch the news.
Not a lot of things I'm watching now.
I think we just watch
news,
YouTube
documentaries have been interesting.
Big Bang Theory.
Love wildlife programmes because it's to do with travelling, nature, beautiful colours and so creatures.
I think what we're supposed to do with this is we're supposed to show how much we know each other. So we kind of didn't...
Have we done this completely wrong? Retake, cut.
Okay, so I would say you watching the news. What would you say I'm watching if I'm watching television?
You're watching Poirot or YouTube on television.
What is the one food I don't like?
The one food you don't like?
Well, there's a category of food I don't like, isn't there?
The category
that you really like. You don't like tripe. Oh no, goat's cheese. You don't like goat's cheese, do you? I never served tripe, but...
And you don't... Yeah, Liz doesn't like what we call offal, which is heart, liver, kidney, and all those yummy things like that.
No, it's too strong.
I can't cook them, because...
You can, but I'm not eating them.
The best.
You'll have to do like liver and onions on Mr. Coldcoats or deviled kidneys or something. And I won't be eating them though. What is my favourite music?
Your favourite music begins with J and ends with Z. Next
So
question.
it's yours. What's my eye colour?
It's sort of a bluey, greeny, browny, hazily colour. Very gorgeous.
Oh. Who's my best friend?
I am. But apart from me, the next best friend is probably Debbie.
Yeah, I think so. What about you?
Long friend. I don't know really at the moment.
What about Dave? Your best man. He's been a
best
lifelong friend.
Yeah, best friend Dave. When we see each other, he's on the other side of the country. We just sort of connect and it's like old times. So.
What's something that you do that I wish you didn't?
I've got a pretty long list. Slurp my tea.
Oh yes.
Things.
One's enough, okay. What about me? Like I have to try and guess what it is. Which one do I choose?
It's not that many.
I don't know. Leave clothes around the bedroom. I don't put my clothes away very often. Oh, what's my heritage and where am I from?
From Scotland, Scottish. Very musical background, very musical family.
My great grandmother was Prussian, and my grandfather grew up in Italy. Yeah.
I'm just looking into this actually for my own family.
Some of your family are from Sweden.
But it's fascinating sort of looking back, because there was a big sort of gap in our family sort of tree. So just the last few sort of weeks, months, I've been able to make quite a few connections, and it's very interesting.
What could I spend hours doing?
Hours video editing, hours writing music, hours programming things on the computer with, software and Excel databases and Access databases and Excel spreadsheets and those kind of nerdy things. And
you have for years spent hours video editing. Video editing is so time consuming.
Part of our DNA, I think, as a family.
Yeah. I think that's what Louis spends hours doing as well. And this is the final question. What is one unique talent that I have? That's a funny question, isn't it?
Unique talent?
Unique talent.
You're pretty good at scatting. You know what scatting is? Look what scatting is.
You are very good at multitasking. And I think, like in terms of a couple thing, we do seem to be the opposite of what all the books say. So I'm good at map reading. I'm not very good at listening. Usually the female is good at multitasking and the male isn't, but I think that's, that's the other way around as well.
What's this an answer to? My unique
Unique talent, yeah.
Unique talent is?
Multitasking.
Okay, being able to multitask, right.
That's it.
I think we've come to the end of that. Oh, how many questions was that?
Well, it was 30, but we missed a few.
We did skip a few there.
We missed a few boring ones and ones that we didn't want to talk about. So I hope you enjoyed it, and of course, those of you on my channel are bound to know that Mr. Cole Cooks is Ben's channel.
But Liz is my co-partner here, because Liz is always behind the camera, and Liz edits tons of it, and when I'm sort of editing it down from too long to a bit shorter, she takes it right down. So she's great, and helps with music bits as well.
We're a team, aren't we?
We are.
So that's all for now, and I hope you liked this video. Yeah, let us know below if you've got any other questions. So, see you next time. Bye.
Bye for now, bye.